Um, Guardians of the Southwest, protecting what matters. Uh, in the last week or so, Doug and I spent a couple of days down in Yuma proper, and Somerton, just north of San Luis on the western Arizona-New Mexico border. Yeah, we have one. Little known fact, it doesn't get a lot of attention up until now. Uh, we were on the border wall. Yep, the border wall that Trump built at a place called County 13 and a place called County 9 at the Morales Dam. These are open points where uh, folks are coming across into America. The big takeaway was, and I want to share this with you. Doug's got some good video on YouTube, so check that out. As well, you can check previous excursions to the border. We've been all the way from Yuma to New Mexico, rolling around in the dirt with CBP and Arizona Game and Fish Department, looking at different aspects of habitat devastation to the Sonoran Desert. We only have one on the planet. We own it, and we need to take care of it. So, aside from the national security issues that we're seeing on right wing, that would be Fox, and then CNN downplaying who's coming across and where they're coming across from on the border. Our encounter in a very short period, a matter of 4 hours, we had people from the Middle East, India, Venezuela, and it was interesting. The Venezuelans, I asked the one chap, I said, "So did you have a arduous journey coming to America?" He said, "No, it was easy. We flew from Venezuela to Mexico City over to Mexicali, and then we took the Uber cab this morning to the border." I said, "Excuse me?" "Yeah, Uber cab." So I said, "So you didn't have any?" "Oh, well, yeah, we had to hike, maybe a mile or less to get to where we were at that point." And I have to tell you, folks, these are not poor immigrants trying to sneak into the country. These are middle class, upper middle class, and beyond that, coming to America. These guys were headed for. I mean, they had a game plan. They're wearing designer clothes, brand new luggage. They weren't soiled. They weren't hungry. They needed a drink of water. I get it. But they were waiting for Border Patrol to come along and scoop them up in the bus, take them down to Avenue B, process them, and let them evaporate into America, Arizona. Okay, they had a game plan. They're going to Dallas, Texas. Up at Morales, we're getting reports of babies being born damn near every day right there at the choke point, going in to the medical facilities, which have been overtaxed in Somerton and Yuma proper, because the illegals, the hospitals feel like they have to take them regardless whether they have the ability to play or not. San Luis, on the other hand, is if they go into a medical facility at San Luis, you pay. You pay before, just like you and me, I have to show that I'm going to be able to pay my bill. Well, San Luis is smart enough to figure it out. The rest of them, they're taking the illegals in, doing whatever they're doing to them, turning them loose, and they don't pay. Same as here's your notice to appear for your hearing. Do they show up? No. It's the same thing. So they're above the law, and whether it's maternity issues or COVID issues or any other issues, we're continuing to pay the bill. A couple other things curious on Morales this past trip. There was a couple of chaps from Georgia, next door to Russia, that had some grandiose plans about making their way to the Midwest and doing some work there. So check it out. I think it's worth looking at. It's actually what's happening on the border. And there's some other implications of the local sheriff's departments, Yuma Police Department, the tribal Kokopah tribal authorities trying to keep these guys concentrated where they do get picked up instead of wandering out in the fields And as this is turning out, these guys are getting loose. The week we were there, the Monday before we were there was over 1,000 people where we were making their way across. Didn't want to wait, so they're wandering across the agricultural fields, which is problematic because they're with these guys. You get human feces in the fields, and USDA is on scene looking at what's going on. And if they catch human feces in a food source field, it'll get tagged. That doesn't go to market. It's millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars at risk. Because this whole region down here where these guys are coming across, it grows, check this number out, 93% of the fresh vegetables consumed in the United States. So the pragmatic view, the obvious is, do we want undocumented aliens pooping in the field? The answer is no. This stuff has got to stop, man. I mean, we're here, it's a humanitarian crisis. I'm calling BS on that. They did it to themselves. We didn't do it. They did it. They did it. Biden did it. It's got to stop. I'm Don McDowell. Check out the YouTube and huntingfishing.com and some of the other border excursions.